Welcome to Feats and Fables, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons streaming game just for adventurers like you. You can find us on, all over the internet, Twitter, Facebook, what have you, by looking for Feats and Fables. If you want to watch us live and chat with us, please join us on Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on Twitch TV at Feats and Fables. Our entire backlog is on our YouTube channel. I'm Paige Lightman, the DM, and I'd like to welcome you to Aglarond, which is a peaceful pastoral nation of half-elves. Our heroes of Aglarond are part of the Foresters, an elite group of scouts and rangers charged with defending Aglarond's borders, particularly against undead from the evil fascist nation of Thayan. The heroes are in the sea, heading towards the Singing Sands, racing the nation of Thay to try and recover an ancient elven artifact which the Red Wizards of Thay wish to warp for their own ends. Previously, on Feats and Fables, our heroes have surveyed the home of Thazar Ishira, a Thayan enchanter who is holding several Gnoll matriarchs captive. The Gnolls serve as cannon fodder for Thay's armies. Our heroes have made a deal with the Gnolls to free the matriarchs and relocate the Gnolls to a sparsely inhabited area of southeast Aglarond, thereby freeing the Gnolls from Thay's evil yoke. So let's meet our heroes. First, we have Victor Toussaint, a human eldritch knight fighter played by Ron Frankie.
Greetings.
That's what you got?
Like, yeah, I was about to say,
come on, man.
Zasper, tell him how tall Zasper is.
Ready to free
something. Jeezy, creakers.
Alright, we have Wildfire, a Fire Genasi Evoker wizard played by Joe Streaky.
And so I was wondering, Paige's shirt says no, followed by a period.
It does, as a matter of fact. It's a great DM shirt. Then we have Ross, a lizard folk Drake Warden barbarian, played by Coda of Codab Games.
Hello, everyone.
We have Malgar, a Drow Twilight cleric, played by Dr. Andrew Wong.
As Paige likes to say, no is a complete sentence.
It's true. It's true. And then we have Belwyn, a dwarven paladin princess, played by Ben Heisler.
Aye, that's me. We're going to go kill some Thayans or something, right? Free the Gnolls!
Theoretically. Alright, when we last left our heroes, you were surveying the encampment where Thazar Ishira has her home. Her home is a 2-story wooden structure with a 4-story tower attached to the south side.
Oh, it is not a wooden structure.
No, it's a wooden structure. You asked what the roof was made of last time. You didn't ask for what the building was made of. I like how Ron is like, wait, did I? Oh, yeah.
No,
you did.
I asked what the building was made of, and you said it was made of stone.
Well, then it's made of stone now.
Roll tape.
Why did you do this? You could have had it made of wood.
You can't set it on fire, Ron.
I will say, though, we do know that the tower itself is made out of stone.
Yes. There are several tents also sheltered in the same ruin that seem to house what passes for the rest of the Gnoll hierarchy. There are a bunch of Gnolls, not pictured on this map, that are engaged in some sort of military drill. There's others that seem to be engaged in food preparation or building who knows what, a ways off in the rocky savannah.
Pause for just a sec. Continue.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that they're building who knows what, which means they know and we don't, making it forbidden knowledge? You may have a point of inspiration.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that, Paige, because Dragon Slayer 19, not wasting literally any time, now has a DM inspiration.
Woo!
I shall dedicate my first kill to you, Dragon Slayer 19.
Thanks, Dragon Slayer.
God, I only wish Paige was joking.
You know what?
So, has everybody planned their replacement characters?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I would like to point out this time, pre-show, that the boys were talking about, wait a minute, she can cast Dominate Monster? That's an 8th level spell, which means she must be 15th level. Do you think Paige is trying to tell us something? I think Paige might be trying to tell us something. What if Paige is trying to tell us something? She can cast 8th level spells.
I just don't understand why, like, you think we would start picking up on clues. We've shown you time upon time upon time again the number of fucks that we give about clues
Is very
is
nice.
0.
I have no interest in clues.
All
Not
right,
at all.
another quick update. Fighting against the onslaught of Dragon Slayer and Paige ganging up on us. 4 defenseless players. Our chat has
Oh,
also
and-
awarded us with a player inspiration.
Hooray.
Sweet.
And
Thank you.
Flounder Flounder 47 has contributed to my next game.
Ooh, excellent.
So,
Okay. So my plan was after I wake up. Where are we?
you are on a cliff overlooking this encampment.
I send Hewitt out to go. So you said there were some windows
let me
on
just-
the upper floors that
Sure.
look transmissible via a Hewitt.
Yes. So the encampment, which the Knolls called Gasson Farm, the tower has windows on some small windows on the second floor, a larger window on the third floor, and lots of windows around the edge on fourth floor. They are certainly people sized and certainly Hewitt sized. However, they are glassed in.
Hmm.
So Hewitt
What?
cannot just fly through. I mean, or we can. She's just gonna have to work up some. FMA.
You know, one well-placed arrow.
Sure.
Could break the window.
Right, and then no problem.
So I am also going to ask this because our good friend Dragon Slayer 19 is going to ask, what do they call this again? And say it slower and enunciate, because I was not the only one that heard Gasm Farm.
H. Oh boy.
Sounds like it.
HAZE.
I want to
A-Z.
I wanna go to the Gasm Farm.
I mean, like, we're gonna have this whole game, apparently. I mean, I was not prepared for this at all. I'm gonna have to go change, I guess.
Bring
I
the
mean,
lube!
here's the thing. I am
Bring the
sure
lube!
that Malagar has you hooked up for your trip to the Gasm Farm.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good. That's
Nope,
good.
I've got some pills here. Your
How,
just hydrate and
5-gallon drum.
yeah.
how are we going to convince the Knolls to leave?
They can't.
Ron, you may also have a point of inspiration, sir.
Oh.
She didn't actually have to convince them at all.
That's good.
This here Gasm Farm sells itself.
I mean, obviously.
I mean, is it organic? Is it fair trade? Is it, organically sourced?
Locally sourced.
It's hard to be
Locally
sure.
sourced. Yes, that's what I meant. Artisanal?
Ooh,
certainly-
artisanal.
It certainly can be handmade. Whoa!
Oh,
All right. So,
Joe, I'll explain it to you after class.
Wildfire, what do you do when your initial plan was thwarted so cruelly by glass?
Fireball the caster? I don't like what.
I mean,
That's certainly one way to start. Is just drop a fireball in the middle of camp and then go to
Wildfire,
initiative from there.
before you start throwing fire wildly. Oh, I get it now.
The funny thing is,
Into the Knolls. We need to rescue the matriarchs so that they cannot be slaughtered.
You get it now? Now?
I mean, you got to admit, for us, that's pretty fast.
Who had 307 days in the pool, I guess?
Wait, there's a pool? I thought we were just, fuck. All right, well.
I guess it's really more of a taunt team when you get right down to it, but it's fine.
All I'm saying is Ross has never really thought about your name before.
Oh.
It's just a word. It's just a noise you make with your mouth that he turns around and looks at you when you say, right?
Right, exactly. Like, look, it's the noise that you make when I want you. It's fine.
Well, how is the glass secured? I go send Hewitt out. How is the glass secured? I go investigate.
Okay, so Hewitt goes. Is she an owl still at this point?
What would be an appropriate flying creature for the desert? Is an owl appropriate for the desert?
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of owls in the desert.
What time is it?
It was late afternoon last I checked.
Joe,
If you guys want to wait till night, that's fine too. In fact, maybe you should wait till night.
the obvious answer is a vulture of some sort, right? Some sort of condor, maybe?
I don't think that's in my list of options.
She's telling us to
You
wait.
cannot have a condor with a 10-foot wingspan as your familiar. That is right out.
You're
But
right.
a hawk would.
Why is she so mean to us?
I'll change
What
into
if
an
we did-
octopus.
What if we did a 10-day quest to get a condor?
Ooh.
It would make an excellent movie, though.
A weasel, maybe. Okay. What other?
I mean, she seems to have everyone distracted at the moment. This could be an opportune time to strike.
How far is the tower away from us?
Probably 300 feet. Like you're above it and a ways away, which means that you have virtually no chance of being seen.
So I could just bring someone with me and we could just go in and take a look. Who's feeling particularly stealthy?
Going in, what, like up close to this place?
Or no.
No, we'll just go inside. It'll be fine.
Hmm.
I
Blind D door. It'll be fine.
Why don't we wait until the sun has set?
Should probably
So-
take Maligar.
That's probably true. Okay, I think we're probably fine waiting. I mean, like, unless we attack right now, which seems like a bad idea.
Yes,
wait.
in broad daylight, where the sight lines everywhere are perfect in this flat ass desert.
Well, if we know that the wizardess is outside of our house right now, doesn't that make right now a reasonable time for you to go? As
Well, the
opposed-
problem is we just don't know what she has inside, like, at all. So
if you can just blindly teleport in, you'll probably, you get shunted out of walls. It should be.
Or
Wait.
listen, if we wait until it's dark, I could probably sneak up and open that window from below with thaumaturgy.
Does the window open?
Yeah, but the thaumaturgy window opening is not subtle. Like it's like BAM! Amityville Horror style.
sure,
Yeah.
but like I could sneak up there and like use like thieves' tools to like open it, right? Like I have a fair amount of skill there.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Just for the record, have we ever seen Wildfire climb anything before?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
I don't understand why you think I would climb something
Yeah,
when
he
I'm
has
a
levitate.
wizard.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Are there any other doors or windows that are just open? Maybe he could go through those.
So there's a blah, blah, blah. There's windows on the east, west, and south sides of the first floor, and there's windows on the east, west, and south sides of the second floor.
Why don't you reconnoiter and have a look?
But they're definitely closed.
This is a well sealed building.
Well, like we should probably wait till dark, and we can have the owl kind of fly around, see what it can see from outside, and then decide what to do next from there.
Can the owl look through windows?
It does have that ability, yes.
Why don't you just... There's so many windows in this building. Why don't you start there?
Well, that was my plan to in a little bit when it made more sense for an owl to be flying around.
I support this idea.
Excellent.
Yeah, isn't this saying early bird gets the worm? So wouldn't owls want to be flying in the daylight before the other owls?
Owls don't eat worms.
And the full expression is the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
Oh, take that.
Paige, we wait till night. I send Hewitt out to go investigate.
You wait till night. Excellent. That allows me to do this.
Oh, very cool.
Holy color change, Batman!
Okay. So at night, a lot of these folks are no longer here.
Aha! They're not here. We have already neutralized the enemy.
Wait,
Nailed
We
it.
won.
she left the compound? Oh, no. Okay.
You can't. She went back in.
I was going to say.
So Paige, give me a high level of what happens while we wait.
Truth.
Okay. So while we wait, it takes maybe like 5 minutes, and the woman is clearly kind of saying something loudly to the gnolls nearby, but it doesn't carry 300 feet.
Sure.
And then kicks the gnoll that had been crouched before her and goes back into the house. You can tell her body posture. Ross and Balgar can tell her body posture looks aggravated. And as the sun begins to slip down across the horizon and night falls, there's several lights that come on in the house. They are not the kind of warm, flickering beautifulness of candlelight. They are a kind of cool, steady light that indicates magic as its source.
Sure, like a continual flame kind of thing.
Something like that. There's lights in the top floor of the tower that shine out into the night a bit. And gnolls kind of go about their business. There's a small cook fire in the middle where some of the gnolls that seem to stay up in this area eat some food. Additionally, there are patrols that walk around. You see a few on here, such as this one. They're usually a gnoll with a couple of hyenas, and they're moving around casually but alertly.
Okay.
Do we know if those gnolls are... Where do their allegiances lie?
Well, Dukesky will come out. Actually, I believe they were there with you.
Mm-hmm.
And they point out, well, the ones that stay there are usually ones whose mind she's broken pretty well. Repeated applications of her magic seems to snap a person's mind.
What phase of the moon is it? I ask, echoing Brother Flounder 47.
It's a good question.
Solid.
I don't know. Roll me 3d10.
Ooh,
Who's the form of your destroyer?
get a new moon. Roll.
16.
Oh,
Ooh.
So
probably
it is
like
a
a
half
half moon.
moon.
Hmm.
Half moon waxing.
So she's not a lycanthrope. I still have my moon face dice somewhere. Paige, so another question. After waiting a day, do we have enough for a long rest? Question.
I mean, if you want to camp up here for the night and take a long rest.
I mean-
long rest, night long.
No, it's just, it takes 8 hours and you can only do one per 24 hours.
Hmm.
Or one per day.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Mhm.
So we've taken at least a short rest then.
Sure, definitely take a short rest. If y'all want to take a short, long rest up here, it seems pretty safe.
I mean, we also would have started in early afternoon, so right? Isn't that when we got to here? And
Like, if you want to take a long rest between after lunch to after dinner, that's totally cool. Just don't come back and try and take one, at 11:30 p.m.
Sure.
right, but we could do one tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm down for this because we're just sitting here waiting, and that's totally
Sure.
in the realm of long rest territory.
The
Long
Dipsy
rest it
points
is.
out that the brush up here will hide you, but do not light a fire. Or make light of any sort.
Sure. We do not do that thing.
No joking.
Even in a hilarious Merry and Pippin fashion, we don't do
No,
that.
no.
No, God, no.
But
Straight.
how do we cook these sausages?
I know, it's really hard not to do that gag. It's so difficult.
Fool of a took!
Wait a minute. Surely there's a way that Malagar can use his child divinity to make it darker around so that they can't tell, but they can still smell the mushrooms and sausages.
So they're just convinced that they're just wild sausage and mushroom stews cooking
Yep.
in the wilds.
Probably.
That's my main usage for darkness.
For just a moment, we made the world more wonderful for them, and then
Yes.
all dashed.
I'm sure we can find some sort of mushroom that would naturally produce that smell.
How often? So
Oh.
I'll ask our Nolish friend. How often does she come out and like mind control someone and yell at everyone? How often does that happen?
Usually these demonstrations are every few days, perhaps. Sometimes more frequent if there's been problems in the ranks, or I don't know. Sometimes I feel like she does it just out of bad temper.
Okay, I'll send Hewitt to go look at some stuff.
Okay, Hewitt wings silently over the camp. She sees 6 tents, 3 middle-sized, 1 smaller, 1 larger. The house is lit. Does she look in the windows or something like that?
Yeah, she'll probably check out the tents first, just to get an idea of what's inside of them.
Okay, what's inside of them are gnolls of various shapes and sizes, from cubs to one that looks particularly aged and decrepit.
Okay.
When she goes to look in the house, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Hang on just a second. I should have expected this because...
Because of course.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you could have also expected us to, like, not do anything or, like, go in dick first. So, meh.
I mean...
I just had the perfect idea. Was we should have started a desert gelato stand here. Got all
And then
those
she
on
would
our
just
side
come to
this
us.
way.
I think the honest thing you should have prepared for is having Belwyn cannonball through the roof. I don't know how we would have made it happen, but you should have been prepared for it.
I know how we
Yeah,
make
I am
a
prepared.
dimensional door. It's great for lots of things. I just detour 400 feet above the tower, then detour back, and Belwyn goes in. It's
I
fine.
mean, clearly. Alright, now, ugh. You know what? I should have prepared for this, but I didn't.
It's okay.
I'm just going to have to reveal the areas of the rooms with windows.
Okay.
Man, I cannot wait for it to just be like all this work to show the map, and then the big bad immediately sees us or sees the familiar, and then just zap! And now we'll be like,
I'm actually just hoping if the house is a massive open plan and we can actually see everything.
There you go.
You really got it.
It's one of those-
dig those open floor plans.
Yeah. I mean, she took this mid-century kind of hovel out in the desert and just opened up it's all like exposed beams and like,
Oh,
yeah.
is it natural reclaimed wood? Oh,
Yes!
that's lovely.
is it one of those weird artistic studios where there's no walls around the bathroom? And
Yeah.
you know,
You just do your
it's
thing.
art
Yeah.
of doing it
Yeah.
with no privacy.
Yeah. Just like you do in nature.
Nice.
I will say, I mean, when Ron asked what the house was made out of, I think we can all agree, glass panels all the way around.
Mhm.
Real modern.
Except those don't burn, and Ron would be.
I would still make him terribly sad, but think of the
A real
aesthetic
resale
use.
value. Think of the resale value, really.
Who would buy a house out here other than like Knowles?
I mean, a mind controller of Knowles. There you go.
Obviously.
You know what we really should have done is inquired with a local realtor who could probably answer.
We could have just gotten a walkthrough.
We probably could have just. Did we check for a lockbox before we?
Like the Knoll realtor is like I
Now
can't
I'm
believe we
just
didn't think of that.
picturing your mother as a knoll.
I mean,
She'd
Maybe.
be more than willing to eat some of her foes.
Yep, and then the earpiece, and then that's your next character.
Pam, the knoll realtor.
Yep, 100%.
like I would go back to playing a bard or a rogue to play a realtor.
Done.
Like, don't worry. They told me it was ready to show. I said,
I bet you have a better tolerance for finding dead bodies in the house. All right.
This is totally normal. We'll have the seller clean this up by the day you move in. It'll be fine.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay, so I've turned the house on its side because that fits on my map better.
okay.
This is the first floor.
Wait, which is? I'm not seeing a.
I know I'm on the wrong thing. Oh my god. This is the first floor.
Okay.
This is the front door right here.
Okay.
There are two windows, one on either side of it. It leads to a large open room with a kind of throne-like chair on a dais. There are some smaller chairs set up in front of it. There are windows on either side. This is a space that you can't really see. This. There we go.
Can our audience see this?
They should be able to.
I'm seeing it on Twitch.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean like no one has made a snarky comment yet about how there's 4 chairs. Like who puts 4 chairs in front of a dais? Like really? But
All right, fine. So this window here shows stairs going up. This window here is. Oh, actually, you wouldn't be able to see that. You probably would because.
too late now.
Well, it doesn't matter because who is going to be on the second floor of anything up here in Nulltopia. It looks to be some sort of bathroom. There seems to be a study on the north end of the second floor. This window looks in on what is part of a bedroom. In the tower on the second floor, you see some desk. The third floor of the tower has a relatively narrow window. Oh, actually, the third floor window is not people big. It's a narrow window. And through and past the spiral stairs, you see some sort of glowing rune on the floor. The fourth floor of the tower is entirely open. There's a small fire pit there and a comfy-looking chair with a footstool. You do not see the mage in any of these areas. Also, let me look at your passives.
I think it is important to ask if we see any other beings, both living or dead, in those areas. And by we, I mean Wildfire.
And or living dead. Dun, dun, dun.
Don't get paid for that loophole. They weren't living or dead. They were living dead.
Yes.
Take
Actually,
that all the way to
you
the
do
bank.
not see that, and you do not see. Oh, you do see.
I love it when Paige talks to herself about the things that we do and do not see
Right.
without us actually seeing them yet.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Keep your hair
Someone
on.
did we spy?
No,
Are we
I
spying
literally
someone
just-
in the bathroom?
I literally just like cut it all off. So
You did just cut it off. The bone golem or skeleton thingy is kind of parked in that part of the room with the dais and the chairs.
I'm
And-
totally not seeing him.
Oh, because it's on the GM layer.
Hey, okay.
Is parked there, and it looks pretty.
Illegally parked.
Inert.
You can say it.
Yes, it looks pretty inert.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger from the inside, but it seems kind of cramped. She's got too much furniture in there.
It squeezes. It can squeeze into a space that's, a size smaller than it. It just has disadvantage. Answering Brother Fowler about how it got in there. This is not like a gargantuan dragon in a giant room at the end of a 5-foot hallway that couldn't possibly get in there. But good pointing out.
Speaking of which, remind me that Adventure 5 has a dragon down a room with a 5-foot hallway.
I'm gonna let you go back to running the game. I'm gonna write a message.
Please do that.
Did we see stairs to a basement?
You did not.
And I think we did get confirmation that a basement did not exist from the Knolls, or at least not that they knew of.
Correct. The only stairs you see are in the third floor and fourth floor of the tower. They're spiral stairs, apparently going to the tower.
Well, it kind of makes me think that the Knoll matriarchs are probably in one of those areas that we can't see on the first floor.
Great. Then all we need to do is get past that bone thing.
Yes, what is it? You said it's a bone golem?
Well, it's a large bony thing that has way more bones than a single skeleton. And there was some speculation as to whether or not it was actually undead or a golem.
What kind of check do you need, Paige?
I would take religion or arcana.
I rolled an Arcana check. 23.
Okay, you believe it is probably a golem, but you can't be 100% sure until you can get closer to it.
Sure.
What would that imply if it were a golem? Can I smash it with my sword?
Probably. Oh, is your sword magical?
Yes.
Probably. It would mostly apply about the kind of magical whoozy what's it had going on. Resistances, defenses, all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, I was curious what we were up against.
Well then, do we begin the raid soon? I'll say to Victor.
I don't think we've gotten any real additional information from this search besides the fact that the Knolls aren't on one of the upper levels cramped in an area.
Well, I mean, you can still teleport up to here-ish. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
just
easily.
Go down the stairs.
Are you
I mean, I
saying-
know going downstairs is. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just say, yeah, he didn't become a wizard to walk places.
Absolutely
I
not.
know, right? Stairs are his
Paige,
anathema.
on this floor is
Which one? Oh, first floor, yes.
there a... Let's see if I can make this do a thing. Okay, so I can see up the stairs here. Does it look like there's a passageway here into this room?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll open up the reveal a little farther.
Okay, so I mean, like we could certainly.
You can see some shelves in there. They had pots and pans on them.
Sure, it's just a kitchen area. Is there a door here? Can I tell from the window here?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
open that up as well to you.
I mean, I don't know. She sounds like she's a cool fan if she's got pots lying around.
Well, it's like if we teleport here, right? If me and the person teleport to the top of the stairs, we could walk down, reconnoiter what's in here. Like, presumably she's actually in here, or this goes downstairs.
Seems plausible, but
But this is a kitchen. It'd be weird for her room to be off the kitchen.
Yeah, it does.
It
seem
feels
like
much more likely like that this is her room,
the one with the bed in it.
and like then this like has some like place that descends into the earth.
I mean, the second floor really does look like the living area. It's got that cozy fireplace with the
Yep.
2 couches. It's got, we can see part of the bed. Wasn't there a bathroom that we could see a bit of?
Yeah, this
with
is the bathroom, right?
yeah.
No, that's a desk.
Oh.
The bathroom.
Oh, this is
here,
desks.
and this looks like a desk here. You can see a bath.
Didn't you say something about a arcane glyph? Perhaps
sure.
that could be used to teleport to another locale.
And this is a desk and a comfy chair.
Wait a minute. Are you saying she's teleporting away her shite?
I don't know. Is that the thing that magic can do?
No, but she might be teleporting away.
Wait, are you saying she might not even fucking be here? That there's a teleportation circle or something that we can just fuck up and keep it away?
That's not.
Maybe.
If any, it'd actually be somewhat likely she would have a teleportation circle. We would just have to get lucky. Well, yeah.
I
No.
mean, it's not like a Thayan noble would cringe at the thought of staying in a shithole like this.
It's true. Maybe she commutes.
Great. But I mean, the flip side is maybe she commutes the fucking matriarchs too, right?
Well,
That would be problematic.
That'd be a big expenditure of energy. Like you're not wrong. The Matrix might not be here anymore. She might have taken them away a long time ago, but she probably doesn't bring them back and forth.
well, then I think we still have to get in to get some clues as where to go next.
Right. We got to get in to get down.
Paige, remind me, did we actually get confirmation that more than a couple of matriarchs have been seen at any given time?
Usually, she only brings out like one at a time.
Your matriarch is in another tower.
Would I do that to you?
Yes, absolutely.
100%. All right, let's abandon this place. We're leaving. Obviously, the matriarchs aren't here. Pull up stakes.
I will say, though, that there is a poor toadstool trapped in this tower and made to dress like Princess Peach. So,
Okay, so which of y'all are the most sneaky?
Malaga will. I mean, I'm sort of sneaky still. I
I'm-
got these knee problems now. I'm not as sneaky as I used to be.
It's true.
Too much kneeling on stone floors, you see.
I don't know that I'd be able to move as quietly as normal in this armor, but I could be pretty sneaky.
But you have disadvantage? That seems bad.
I mean, I could take the armor off.
No, please don't.
Wait a minute. You've seen him without the armor before? You didn't have it until he came to our place.
You know how I feel about it now.
Wigan berries for
I've
months.
acclimated to it. We lived underground for so long. I'm acclimated to it now.
I thought those of us in heavy armor had taken it off because of the whole infiltrating the Knoll camp situation.
I think you need to talk to Belvin about that.
I was about to say, I think most of you did.
I know Belwyn didn't take hers off, but since she already didn't pass for a Knoll, it was kind of a moot point.
Malagar,
Anyway.
you can control
That's
light.
kind of a
Talk to me about
totally
your magical darkening ability.
Oh well, well the problem is we can't see either. That's a problem. I've also got, silence and other useful things like that, so we can keep it real quiet while we're having a fight with a bone golem.
Ooh, a silence is actually a good idea.
Yes.
That could be pretty cool.
Silence is powerful, way out of proportion to its level.
Listen, I'm getting kind of sick on sitting on this hill. We should either
Okay,
run down
cool.
there and bash
No,
in a bone
No,
golem.
you and I'll just detour in. It'll be fine.
Listen, this is exactly the kind of excursion where the powerful mage pops up and we get unpleasant things happen to us. We should how long would it take for everyone else to get down there if things went sideways on us?
Well,
200 feet away, so
maybe they should get a little bit closer.
300 feet horizontally and about 150 feet vertically.
How about this? They get closer to the point where they could actually save us if things go sideways, and then we'll detour in.
Sure.
And open the door and try not to get killed while we show up?
Something like that. I could try and drop... If the bone golem sees us, I could drop a, thing. The silence. Yes, there we go. Malaga consults his index cards again.
Okay, you guys aren't going to be able to do any light, right? No light.
I think we all don't have dark vision.
That is correct. That is correct. I do not have dark vision.
We have one goggles of night that doesn't require attunement. So
I mean, I know the spell dark vision, to be fair.
You get to Malaga goes and just hits everyone on the face with his fingers. You get a dark vision. You get a dark vision. You get a dark vision.
I didn't need one.
Right.
I did not need one.
No, actually, you do want one though, right? Because you're not giving.
Is it like crazy, ridiculous drought dark vision?
Yes.
You're not giving out Walmart brand dark vision.
Ooh.
This is the brand
name shit.
Yes, Drowco brand.
Wait. Does this have cane sugar in it?
I love we live in a world
is Mexican.
This is Mexican dark vision. It has cane sugar in it.
Let's be honest, Malagar's dark vision probably still has the fucking cocaine in it. So.
That's a feature.
That is true.
People enjoy that.
You can either
keep coming back.
Make people see in the dark or make them believe they can see in the dark.
At a certain point, your teeth are singing, and yes. All right.
And I thought I'd kick the habit after Bert, but
your first one was free, kid.
Like now, Belwyn's gonna come into the tower like with a Ric Flair, like.
Great. Malaga, I need another hit. Dark vision me, Malaga.
Oh.
We've gone down a dark path, my friends.
Listen,
that's why we have dark vision.
I have these talents. All right. Does that help?
Yeah, I think so. So you guys head down, get a little closer, and then we'll detour in, check out some shit.
And hopefully not get shit fucked up.
Just for clarification, Ron, are you saying that we need to go in silence, or are we wearing armor?
I think you can get actually pretty close without having to be that quiet, or you can put your armor once you get that close.
Sure. I'll ask our Knoll guide what they think the chances of us getting up to the tower, basically past the guards in armor, is versus not armor.
Duxie thinks about it for a moment. Let me go in first and follow me in. I can get you to the base of the tower unseen.
Wow.
How long will it take to get there? Well, let's just all go together. It'll be fine. Probably. Then I'll just thieves' tools a window open. It'll be fine.
Okay.
20 breaths, I guess.
Sure, let's do it.
Right?
Oh God.
How long is a breath?
We'll talk about it as we walk. So I guess we're wearing armor, which is good.
Yes. So yeah, gnolls don't have any conception of like minutes and hours. That's just not how they operate.
Sure.
So it becomes a bit of a it becomes a bit of a thing to try and get their sense of time.
Yeah, no shade. It's all good.
I assume is Mr. Grumpy Pants coming with?
I
Grumpy
mean,
Face. What was his name?
that would be preferred.
Okay.
But if that's not a thing, then that's not a thing.
No.
Well, did they have animals here at the Knolls?
Yep, for milking.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had some dairy goats.
Just a big old dairy goat. That's
We
fine.
might as well push the envelope.
I mean, they have to make more dairy goats, which means they need some bucks around. So there you go.
Why is there no
Uh-oh.
more on the board?
All
Abort!
right.
Abort!
Oh, that's me.
Just chill out.
No, I cannot chill out.
You are notably unequipped with chill.
Whatever it is, it's gonna kill us.
Oh, did I mention jitteriness was a side effect of the
Paranoia.
paranoia? But enjoy the 300-foot vision. It's quite
Ooh,
breathtaking.
It's so spectacular.
Yes.
Everything.
That's also
Thing
a
is-
problematic side effect.
You used to tell us all the side effects of the buffs you give us, but
Yes.
our buffs kept running out before you stopped with the side effects.
There was always a question around anal leakage as well that we've never really wanted to hear about. So I'm glad that we're not really doing that anymore.
Mhm.
Hearing about the anal leakage.
I mean, we just know it's going to be there. We don't have to discuss it every time.
But it says here I should let people know about all the side effects every time I dispense spells.
Oh my god, stop. Please do anything else.
Anything you say.
Literally anything.
Ooh.
I'm not on the map page.
Oh, that is certainly problematic, isn't it? That's what you get for not being here last week, whenever it was.
I'm not going to be here next week? Are you a psychic? Are you a medium? Is there something I need to know? I'm so scared.
Why can't I get...
I don't know if the goat's going to make it through the window, though.
That might be tough.
I
I
mean, I think
you know.
really we just need to figure out what's in here so we can make a plan, ultimately. My plan was to sneak over and look in this room to figure out if we had like a what kind of situation we were specifically in.
Oh, yeah, we'll just chill out here. And then, we're now close enough that if you yell for help, we'll be able to actually show up.
Yep. Okay, Paige, how securely is this window fashioned in place? Or is this like...
So you can see it's locked from the inside, so it's like a pane of glass and a frame that has like a latch hook on the inside.
I'm good. I'm good at these. It'll be fine.
Do we want to, check for traps or stuff?
I see a sleight of hand roll, sir.
Yep.
Alarms.
I opened this shit up.
Which is, I assume, exactly like a...
It's exactly equal to my Thieves' Tools roll.
Okay.
I watched the display that's happening here.
I'm fine with I will roll an investigation check first. I don't mind. I ain't proud.
Malagar's going to look around for the cameras and floodlights.
Well,
there might-
perhaps helping him look. Is that what you were describing, Malagar? That you were looking for the floodlights?
Well, so like,
Yes.
I mean, so like, well, here's the question, Paige. Right, like, could I figure out like if I cast a spell here, is it going to be immediately noticed? Like, we're kind of in the middle of a camp.
We're outside the other side. I mean, he picked a good spot for us, not a shitty spot.
So you are actually inside the camp.
Sure.
I can put you on the map here too, if you like, but you're all sort of arrayed in this corner right here.
I don't
see
know.
a
I don't know what
completely
scream.
black
I
map.
don't know what scream you gave us, but it's not great.
I only see the pitch of night,
Yeah.
which is insane because I've got 300 feet of dark.
Dark like your soul.
Yes, I was about to say. Now we all say, "Well, we have dark vision."
Okay. So that better?
Yes.
All right, you're all kind of like glued together in this 10 by 10 space. That includes Mr. Grumpy Pants, and so it is a tight squeeze for all.
I mean, I think the risk of you casting a spell and getting discovered is less than the risk of just going into a wizard's house willy-nilly.
Sure. So Paige, I cast Detect Magic.
So, let me understand what's going on here.
Sure.
So you rolled your Thieves' Tools check.
The
And
wildfire
roll-
went to
Wildfire
punch the window
pulled
out.
out his
he
Thieves'
wrapped-
Tools and then thought about it, looked down, and then thought about it even more, and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. There is a thin line of abjuration magic around the lock in that part of the frame.
Hold on, here's my surprise.
Don't worry, audience. We are professional adventurers. We are professional adventurers.
I'm going to give you this one for free.
Listen, Wildfire is a
haven't done
professional.
a whole
Joe
lot.
is not a professional.
We haven't had a whole lot of thieving going on. I'm not giving you another one for free.
That's
Joe
fair,
was
that's
Joe
fair.
was sick last week. He's off his game.
I'm off my look. Listen, I'm trying to get back in it, guys. It's
It's
gonna
appreciate
happen.
That.
okay.
Listen, should I just? Is there a problem?
It's protected by magic.
So should we dispel it? Malaga wiggles his fingers.
Is there another window? There is another window. Could I sneak?
Is there a non-secured window? Is what you're asking?
No, I'm trying to figure out if it's every window.
Ah.
Well, the
You wanna
problem
sneak
with
over
the
to
other
the-
window
Yeah, if I
is-
sneak over to this one,
yeah.
so I sneak over to this one page. If I need to roll, I'll roll.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a nice sneak around check.
I mean, you wouldn't want to go through the window even if it wasn't warded.
What are you talking
Because-
about?
There's a giant death machine in that room. Don't go in that room.
I'm not going in that room. I'm just trying to figure out if it's every window is warded or not.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Paige, I sneak over there and check to see if this window is also warded.
It is.
Okay, so that means every window is warded.
That's how math works.
I mean, that means they have a really good security system here.
Oh, but that would make sense. That would make sense if she.
Can cast 8th level spells.
And
No.
if she-
If she leaves here for the night, she needs to know if anyone goes in or out.
Right, because she's
Um,
enjoying the nightlife in Thay instead of
Right.
this place.
What about those windows up
There. And I'll point to the windows of the second story of the building and the third story of the tower.
Or I could just dispel this magic and we could just go in.
No, just to spell this magic, we'll go in here.
Does that break the spell? Would she know that?
So Paige, if this was an alarm and it was dispelled, what would she experience?
I think when alarm is dispelled.
I mean, fucking nothing. Like, right?
I mean, that's the whole.
I think it's nothing, but like I'm a
Yeah.
really good ass wizard. I would know the answer to that question.
So, if you want it to be nothing, that means that you also will not know when one of your spells is dispelled.
Well, I think like alarm's just a first level spell, and it notifying you that it's been broken is itself a magical effect, which means that if it was dispelled, it would not be able to do the magical effect.
Yeah, it's not a concentration spell, right? It's like it's an in place spell that she leaves, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I could see that if we were holding concentration and something got dispelled, our concentration would let us know that. But things
that
that
is
are,
absolutely the case because you know you can concentrate on something.
right. But like a magical effect that just exists in the world that you put down or are done with.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like if I cast an alarm, and then walked away from it, I wouldn't expect to know unless it went off. Right? If it got dispelled, I would not expect to know something from that.
But I mean, here's the other thing: alarm makes a noise or notifies you only within a very short range.
Sure, so it's probably a higher level spell.
Yeah, it's probably some level of custom spell. The question is, are we going to gamble that it's such a sophisticated system that it not only alerts to intrusion, but also to
Well, Paige, Can I make some kind of Arcana check to try to identify the specific weave?
The specific spell on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'll help with that.
Especially since you have detect magic up anyway.
I took a securities course.
You used a spell slot for detect magic, right?
I did use a spell slot for detect
Okay.
magic. I didn't have time to be sitting here casting it for 100 years.
That's
Paige, just out of just so that we know, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out while they're fucking around with all this magic nonsense.
noted, sir. Noted. All right. So you believe the spell on the window is Glyph of Warding, and you believe it is cast at 5th level.
I bet that does something exciting.
Sorry, I'm reading the spell.
Do you want to read it aloud for us in the class?
I was gonna sum up, but functionally it's invisible, requires an intelligence check to notice. When you decide what triggers the glyph when you cast it, it can be either an explosive rune or any 3rd level spell or lower. I'm sorry, she cast it at 5th level.
Yep.
It can store up to a 5th level spell or lower in it, or it can just explode. Once the glyph is triggered, the spell ends. It's just its duration is until the spells are triggered.
Sure, but it's still something you just put down that is not concentration. Like
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
cool. Well, we just have to feel comfortable that we can dispel a 5th level spell then.
Well, Malagar, why don't you do it to it with that player inspiration? Because you can't even upcast that high. Or it doesn't matter, it's a roll anyway? I forget how spell magic
Yeah, it
works.
would be a roll
Yeah,
anyways. It
Spell
doesn't matter
casting ability, making an ability check. DC is 15.
Yep.
So
Make sure
I'm
you roll with
rolling
advantage.
wisdom.
Yep.
Right. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. What's the
You are using the player inspiration for advantage, right?
Yes, I'm
Definitely.
holding down this shift key as hard as I can.
Please do.
You
Chat.
shifty man.
Right? You also make sure I'm actually clicked on the player token too. Small things. All right, big money, no whammies.
Sit
No
on
whammies,
the-
no whammies, no whammies, no whammies!
Sit on the edge of your seat.
Nice, 8th level spells.
Well done, Malagar.
18 does just fine. This spell goes.
I think it worked.
Okay, now I Thieves Tool the window.
Okay. So you unlock the window, and as you open it a little bit, it goes.
I have a Thieves Toolkit. I oiled the latch.
It looks like it is rarely, if ever, open.
Sure.
That's what WD-40 is.
WD-40 up that baby. Woo!
Alrighty. So, ahead of you, you see, or you actually go through the window.
But
Yes.
what do we see in there first, right?
Okay.
Like,
Well, until we go through, we won't see more.
So I'm gonna grab Wildfire as
Nope.
he starts to climb through and say,
Are we sure that Wildfire should be leading?
Wildfire, we're sure.
yeah, wildfire was sure enough for all of us.
Yes. In retrospect, who knows?
I'm
You
Wildfire.
see a large and fully serviceable kitchen with a stone hearth that emanates a faint glow from a baked fire. The kitchen is redolent with the smells of good food. There's something simmering on the fire. It is bubbling and making delicious smells.
Simmering on the fire.
Like a sauce or a soup or something.
You
It
know,
smells like food and it smells good.
like the
Is
like
it-
the bone golem would.
Is it
consume.
magical, Paige?
No, it looks like dinner.
But it's like late, right? It's like 10 or 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That is correct.
That's a bad sign.
Look,
Is it something that needs to be cooked for like hours and hours and hours?
It looks like it's being just.
Is there a? I can't tell. Is there a door right
maybe
here?
She's Spanish.
There's
Okay.
There's not a door there.
There's
She's a
absolutely
working
not a door
woman.
there.
the Thayan wizard is a working woman. She's got a professional job that keeps her out late. Okay,
Maybe
Uh,
I'm.
Paige, I'm going to take a position past Wildfire on the stairs to make sure that nothing comes down and attacks him.
So we're not aware of any entrance to that room then.
What
That
if
is
there was
correct.
a downward spiral on the stairs of the
Ooh.
second floor?
Excellent 9-inch nails, Apple.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No, it's definitely true. It was really one of their best.
I mean, I think you can make an argument. Okay.
Wait
I
a
don't know,
minute.
I don't know any
didn't-
other 9-inch nails, otherwise I would have pushed that, but I don't.
I was like, that's not like I heard something, but I didn't hear without teeth, so I'm not sure what you're saying. Also, I didn't hear or see a pretty hate machine. So what?
Malaga points up the stairs that we. Malaga points up the stairs that we do see, and says, "I think I'm going to go up that way."
I'll join you. See what we can find up there.
Malaga will go up the extant stairs.
I will
Alright.
behind.
Then arrange your minis as such.
I'm staying the fuck outside because I'm loud.
That seems like an excellent choice for everybody concerned.
Where does I go here and look around?
Sure. You see.
Joe, I'm gonna need you to stop leading this charge.
I'm pretty stealthy, Mike.
Oops. You see a.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
You're not my supervisor.
You see a stairwell that leads into a pleasant sitting room. You see a window to your left, a couch straight in front of you, and a banked fire on the north wall. There is a small table in front of it. There are several cups and a book on it.
I have Hewitt do another pass of this window to see if I can get any more of this room before I go in.
Define this.
This room.
Got it. Hewitt goes and looks in that window again and reports that nothing new has been seen.
So he's pretty confident there's not a person moving in here.
Correct.
All right. I step here and wait for Malagar to catch up with me.
Andrew, you may move your token as you feel appropriate.
After you.
I step in here and kind of look around the corner.
Okay. You see door in that wall.
Then the door attacks us.
Oh.
It's actually a mimic.
Yeah, nobody suspects the door mimic.
Is the door magical in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, you are concentrating on.
That's true. I do have concentration up.
No, you do not detect any magic on the door.
Okay, I tried the door. Is it locked?
You're doing. I'm assuming you're doing like the gentle, like
Yes.
turn.
Yep.
All right. So you start turning the doorknob very slowly. You, I'm sure, do the thief thing where you just open kind of a little slice of it.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's about.
You see this little corner of the room. Bed still made.
Is there light in this room?
There's a sconce above the bed, but it appears to be there's a cloth over it, and you can't see light coming out of it. But it looks like there's something there that would normally emit light.
That sounds like a fire hazard.
Right over the bed.
No,
None
right?
of it's magic.
Here come the ashes down on your head. Hope you're just fine.
I was really hoping for an embarrassing art collection in here.
Mm.
I'm sorry, didn't once upon a time people literally put hot ashes like in their beds to stay warm?
Coals
No.
in a pan, which would then go
They
into
would
the
heat
bed.
stones up.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Or there were pans also that you would
Yeah.
fill with coals.
But I think you would take that out before you got into the bed.
Yeah. Or you would just run it like under the sheets. It would literally warm the bed. And then you would take it out.
So I'll move up to here and motion Malagar forward, and then kind of listen for, and hopefully Malagar will also listen for any kind of movement.
Yes, Malagar will perceive with all of his senses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good because wildfire.
Nailed it.
You have something in your eye.
Nailed it.
Oh, and it's nighttime, so I've got advantage.
But wildfire, 300 feet of dark vision.
That's why I gestured Malagar forward, because I know I'm not good at this part of the specific process.
So, Malagar, you can't even point out what
is wrong.
made you look up. But you can see a curve of chitinous tail, as if there's something large and scorpion-like on the ceiling.
Malagar will grab Wildfire, and then grab the back of his head and angle it ever so gently upward.
Here, I was thinking you're just gonna like close the door and be like, "Nope, nothing to see here."
Sure. I'm watching Malagar do this to Wildfire. I'll just kind of look up.
Look up, look down, look all around.
I kind of point at Malagar and do this.
Wildfire said that he discovered something Malagar was unaware of.
No. Sorry, not to Malagar. To Ross.
Oh, okay.
To the one behind him who doesn't get the chance to look at this beautiful scorpion.
Malagar will just turn and whisper into Ross's ear hole.
Yeah, whisper it sweetly, please.
I mean, there's a giant fucking scorpion on the ceiling of a bedroom, which I actually appreciated as an aesthetic choice. What now?
I'm gesturing at Ross to come take his position to murder this scorpion.
So, Paige, I position myself at the door, and I do my tail butt wiggle.
Wait. Hang on. Malaga, this is probably a good time for silence, right? Because the other giant bone thing is downstairs.
Man, Victor, it's such a good thing everything's going so well in there, isn't it?
Yep. We can be confident if they're in any danger, they'll yell out and we'll totally hear them.
Malaga will go 1 minute, please. He'll just sort of just toddle downstairs and lean out the window like he's their neighbor, gesturing to come and get a slice of pie. They'll be like,
wait a minute, it's been Malagar all along?
He'll explain the situation.
So, silence, 20-foot radius, like so.
What? Malagar.
What?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We should finish exploring before we start engaging shite. Like, maybe?
There's no more exploring to do.
Yeah, we've been in every room except the one with the death machine in it.
That we could get in.
They have. We've been outside.
We don't know how to get into the base of the tower.
Correct.
But we know there's stairs in the higher levels of the tower.
Yeah, there's probably a secret door, and it's probably in our bedroom.
That actually kind of would make sense.
Well, it's actually in her study. It has to be, but...
All right, whatever. I'm down.
Are you?
Sure, I guess. Sounds good.
I mean, we can scale the tower, right? But like...
So I'm about to do this. There won't be any noise, but I'll just sort of wave at you around the corner. Cool?
Why don't we just come in right behind you if you're the source of the silence?
That's true. All right.
That does mean that Belwyn has to move through the house.
Yeah, through the silence.
In the silence cube.
Well, so it's important then where...
Well, it's not an emanation, right? It's a...
Let me look.
You can cast it on a person, right? Or do you have to get an area?
I think they changed that in this edition.
How exciting.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's centered on a point.
Okay. But it's how big?
20-foot radius sphere.
20-foot radius sphere.
I
Does
think
it
that's
go around corners.
basically the coverage that we want, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, if that's the coverage, then it also extends to this square as I'm going up these stairs. So at no point do I make noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I presume Victor is behind me because he's got a bow, or do you want to be in front of me?
No, I'll continue being rear guard.
Okay. Are you coming in? Okay. There we
coming
go.
in hot.
No, I'm still, even though there's silence, I'm still trying to sneak. I don't want to like put my foot through the stairs or something.
There's stone. There's things you can't burn.
We think they're stone. They're just stone paper mache, and
Oh.
straight through it.
Something might.
Oh.
All right, let's do this thing.
Malagos goes 1, 2.
I cast a spell before I run up there, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, hell, I'll cast a spell too.
All right.
It's not like I'm not going to be casting a spell in the silence.
So Belwyn's concentrating on a spell.
This is correct. I'm about to fix that.
Malagar is concentrating on a spell.
Yes. He'll draw his rapier because God only knows that's all I can do down here.
Victor, you got a spell you want to cast?
I
Concentrate
will
on too?
definitely cast, and I'll even tell you, I'll cast protection from good and evil.
All right.
Do we think these scorpions are undead?
I don't have like a laundry list of spells to cast. I have protection from good and evil and warding wind, and warding wind does not seem like the correct choice.
Also, it's a Thayan wizard, so there's a non-zero chance.
I mean, that's a good point. Even if they're not, I presume. Well, I don't know. I'm going to stick with Shield of Faith for now, and we'll see if that was a terrible idea.
No, if I had Shield of Faith, I would probably cast it, but I don't really have that much faith.
Right, and then we could do like a who wore it better Shield of Faith off.
So my only question before we get them, Ray, is Malagar, is that where you want to be, or do you want me to be in front of you?
I mean, go ahead and get in front of me. I can wave this sword around and stuff like that, but I'm not really good at it.
All right.
Malagar can do it from behind.
Also true.
I mean, or Malagar, you could literally
There's
just
been
stand
enough
over here.
fucking around at this point where you can tell there are at least 2 of these things, and they're waiting for you right inside that door.
I mean, that's cool.
Have they
Keep angry, bro.
Oh, yes.
I guess I could be standing further out by the
Yeah,
couch.
that's it. You could just stand outside the silence and still cast spells into it, just like Wildfire is.
That's my
Okay.
plan.
So, Pitch, they have spotted us, but they have not moved out to attack us.
Yeah, weird.
It's like they have specific orders.
Wildfire. I guess like, you can't act. I start flapping my jaws.
Why is the silence only a 10-foot radius and not a 20-foot radius?
True.
Because I don't know.
Because math.
Because math.
Listen, Victor, this is, or rather, Ron, this is why you're here. All right, so the whole damn building.
Okay, great.
Which is both good. That's both good and bad for us.
I
So-
could probably cast it so that we could still stand outside its radius, though. That
Yeah.
probably would benefit.
Where exactly do you want this thing?
I'm going to place it so that, Wildfire and I are going to have to move far enough back, but just move it to the edge is just right in front of us.
All right, so that means you want to put it on a point centered in this room.
Sure, but
Okay.
I could see that from here.
Okay. Noted.
Okay.
It's the bed of silence.
A 1 and a 2 and a...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Except we can't hear that.
Yeah, I know.
Right. The rest of the stream is going to be played with the people in the spell of silence on mute. It's going to be excellent viewing.
Coda, I wouldn't set a precedent for muting people.
Sound of silence. All right, we roll initiatives here, I guess.
Mhm.
Yep.
Gross.
Is that what we're doing? Oh, I like that initiative has already been rolled for the spellcaster. Like, no joke. No, like maybe she's not here. No. No. Just a big old get fucked from Paige.
Malagar, did you have advantage?
To be fair, she just noticed that she was in a silence.
I had managed
No. This is great. If she's in a silence, this is amazing. Because my next action was going to be to fireball that room. So
It's a thing. It's done.
Hey, I had these initiatives.
you'll be fine.
Oh, good.
I mean, he's got that thing where he makes it okay for us. It's fine.
Right.
And every time Ross is like 90% sure Wildfire's going to do it. So
No,
those
what
are
are you
great
talking
odds.
about?
Those are great odds.
Wildfire is my friend. Why would he burn me in a fire? Other than he burns everything in a fire, but
Great odds.
Okay, so as buttwiggle.exe initiates,
Oh, like for the third time. Like I got up and had a smoke break. Oh, is it me? I dropped the cigarette and I'm back in butt wiggle position. All right.
but before buttwiggle.exe can finish executing, one of the scorpions strikes at you with its long stinger from where it is.
Can we remove the block now?
Oh, sure.
Because we're kind of in all the positions now, as far as I can tell, the scene to the room, right?
Well, but sure. You mean remove the
The darkness.
Yes.
the darkness.
Fog of War.
I would have laughed so hard if the wizard was right here at like the sink in the bathroom and I didn't see her.
She was on the shitter.
Sink. That is pretty.
That would be hilarious.
But she just has to be like talking to herself while, enumerating what she's got to do tomorrow while she's taking in her evening pee. And
I assume she had like a book, and she's just really enjoying that book.
Yeah, she was
and then
enjoying one of those
very
bathroom
quiet
readers.
in there, and she's like,
But now she's having to finish her business quickly so that then she can get up and defend.
yeah, no, that's not actually. All right. So I attack you with a claw. Ross.
Caw.
I attack you with a claw.
No, that'll do it.
Does the 18 hit?
No. 22 does.
All right, we'll take that amount of damage, and then I will attack you with the stinger.
Ooh.
But a 9 will miss.
Hooray!
Yay!
Stinger's the worst one.
Bellowin.
I think Ross goes before me. Ross, do you have a positive dexterity score?
Yes.
I do.
Congratulations.
Excellent. So, you know what I don't enjoy? Getting pinched by scorpion stingers. So I'm going to be quite cross with this thing.
Oh, I have DM inspiration. Arrgh!
Aha!
You know you want to do that on your attack roll for disintegrate. Calm down.
If only they gave disintegrate an
face.
attack roll.
That face! All right, well, I'm going to go before we all die in a ray of disintegration. So, Paige, I'm going to execute buttwiggle.exe as I spring myself up, straight up, and just kind of slash at the one that attacked me.
All right, that would be the one with the blue dot.
And I'm going to be using this here inspiration to do that.
It's miss.
I mean, it's hard to the jumping and the.
I know. It's miss.
How was that? He can tell me. Ross can tell me later when he's not silenced. Maybe you should ask him now about how that was helpful. But it's fine.
How what was helpful?
The butt wiggle apparently makes you miss, as far as I can tell.
No,
The
it's
jump was
kind of
beautiful.
calibrations.
The jump was beautiful.
You know what it is? It's you're not used to fighting in silence, and so like you landed, and you're like, "Oh shit, I already landed." I normally hear it. That's how I tell I land with my ears.
Is that the conclusion of your turn there, Coda?
I will land on this soft, comfortable bed here.
Boing, boing.
Do you maybe want to make a second attack?
Yes, I do. Because that's a thing I can do now. Ha ha!
Well, if by now you mean like for months, yes.
Yeah, now. Counts. So 18 as I turn around and slash at it again.
And 18 hits.
Excellent.
Ron, you may have a point of inspiration just for tolerance.
Right. I'll pass it to Ross since he
It's actually going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
I forgot to turn on rage.
This is the blue one?
Yes.
Noted. Taken. First blood. A greenish-white ichor slips between the plates as it oozes hemolymph from its wound.
Remind me not to use Hungry Jaw on these things.
What are you talking about? They're like giant lobsters.
I was about to say they're sea bugs, only they're land bugs. You just
Fair.
need butter and garlic and lemon, and you're fine.
Fair. I've probably eaten worse.
Anything else?
Probably eating better too.
Nope, that's bonus and a move and a action.
What about Goose?
I don't have Goose here.
Okay, fair enough. Belwyn.
You've forgotten, Paige, that you've taken Goose being an always thing to I have to spend my precious actions.
I mean, you could do it before combat. Goose lasts a long time.
Yes, I don't have her here though.
That's fine.
Goose gets easily excited, not good for stealth missions.
That's true.
I mean, so does Belwyn. She's okay. All right, so I will correct the size of my aura, and then I will walk into the room and attack the blue one twice.
Okay. I just swagged the size of your aura. I didn't remember it offhand.
I mean, I'm happy to take an extra 5 feet of aura, but I think that's how that works.
Well, we'd be happy if you take 5 feet over.
That's one. This is a 14 hit.
14 does not hit, but
The 22 hit.
sure does.
All right, well, 14 more points to the one that already has damage on it.
Sure.
And am I blocking this door here so that they can't get out, or?
They could. I think they could. They're on the ceiling, so I think they could go over your head.
I'm going to stand in the door. How high is the door frame?
I mean, 7 feet, I guess. I don't know. What's
Null height. A
Okay.
null door would have to be like 8 feet high.
Yeah, no, it's not null size. It's definitely a human size.
I stand in the doorway. I am 5 feet tall. If they can get 2 feet under me and squeeze by me, then sure.
Fair enough.
I realize that I'm in 2 squares, and that will give some people cognitive dissonance, but that's to illustrate that I'm in the fucking
Well,
doorway.
if Jason Gonding is watching our show tonight, Jason, I would like to apologize.
I'm a monster. I'm a fucking monster. I don't care about squares. I care about what's good for me and my team.
Good monster.
You are kind of
And I pass it off to Malagar because I'm done.
Andrew, we cannot hear you, sir.
Malaga would be like, what was that all about? Since there's no sound coming out, but it looks like Belwyn just made all these extra gestures as a bonus action.
Yeah, Belwyn was just like gesturing at the sky. I don't even.
Malaga just looks at Wildfire and shrugs, and he'll whip out his holy symbol and sort of but hold it out at arm's length, and I'll look at it and then oh right, the other side, and flip it around so that it says this side out.
This side towards enemy.
Yes. Everyone who I like over there should gain that plus 12 temporary hit points as long as they're within 30 feet of me for a while.
Why don't I give you an aura?
Yes. Except we're in this phone booth here, so
You're the ones who decided you want to have this fight in the house.
In the house?
We should have called the scorpions outside.
Malagar, that
1-800 Scorpion. What?
That implies that at some point in the past you had your holy sign backwards and like turned yourself right in the face, like some sort of blinding flashlight of fate.
Totally that has happened to Malagar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know it has.
He saw spots in his eyes for like 3 days afterwards.
And that's why I got this thing engraved.
Yeah, this is a permanent feature of this holy symbol.
Yeah. I mean, the temple is kind of upset that I defiled one of these magical holy symbols this way, but it's better for everyone involved.
I mean, it'd be like accidentally macing yourself.
Yes, kind of
Yeah.
like that. It's a little bit more low key because In addition to this, I could probably just pull off a spiritual weapon, right? That's just totally a thing I can do.
Yes, because that's your channel divinity, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
And does it only take a bonus action?
Yep.
Indeed, it does.
All right, then.
So I'm going to do that thing. Oh, I guess it actually and I miss horribly, so it doesn't matter. But I'll do it again later.
And when did you say we got the temps?
Now.
Immediately.
Without
sure?
delay.
Are you sure?
I like how Ron is very gently guiding you to the correct answer.
No, I'm not. Ends its turn in my sphere. They get whatever that number was.
12.
12.
12.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
All right. Let me get your spiritual weapon. Which I don't know why it's a mushroom, but
We've already explained why this is the case, and we're not going to say it again.
Well, because mine's a badger and somebody else's is a snake, and we had to make it work.
Also, I like how many different overlapping auras there are now.
I should have cast Warding Wind just so I
Right?
had an aura.
That's true. It's very important, apparently, in this
Really
specific
left out.
combat to have another aura.
I mean, this so it looked like some sort of like early 90s like art thing on the wall in the dentist's office.
It's funny with your blue and my pink. It almost looks like the colors on the side of those paper cups that they used to.
Yeah,
have.
yeah. No, there's definitely some like Outrun kind of vibes going on here.
Outrun.
Yeah, that sort of color scheme of purples and teals and
Okay.
We
Well,
need,
regardless.
yes, very very Miami Vice as old
Yeah.
Slow Tiger. That's a
Yeah.
we need a good hot pink in there.
Mm.
Adjusted my hair.
Maybe on a neon orange.
Victor, Ronald, save me.
All right. I will start. I don't have an aura, so the best I can do is I gotta change colors. All the good ones are taken. First, I dropped the bow I was carrying. And then I will move.
Speaking of a knife fight in a phone booth,
I'll move.
it will remind you that you chose the terrain.
I mean, this is fine. Everything's fine. We're all good here.
Choices are hard.
I'll move into the room, I guess, and climb on the bed. So I'll provoke from the blue.
I will take that attack with my tail.
Does it?
Ooh, Paige, I have some bad
Goodness.
news for you.
I know. Bring it on.
It seems as though you have attacked something that is not me. How
And-
about I give
Whoa!
you
20.
20
How dare you?
for 10 more points of damage?
Ooh.
Very cool. And just in case, Paige, was it affected by my protection from good and evil?
No, it was not.
Okay. Because they look like scorpions, but you never know. All right. Then I draw my great sword, and it's a small room, but that just means there's less room to dodge it, right? That's how it works. That's how fighting works.
Mhm. Yep,
Like,
exactly.
I duck as the sword goes over my head.
All right. I'm
You're
getting
all a
warmed,
well-oiled machine, damn it.
I'm getting warmed up. The second swing for sure. There we go.
Woo!
This time I jump as it goes under me. It's great.
The scorpions on the ceiling?
It's like a diagonally up slash. It's fine.
And it's just the 22 since I cannot cast any spells.
Okay.
Just a 22, he says.
Just.
A 22.
All right. However, the scorpion right next to you is happily obliged to follow back. So here's Claw. 14 hits. Here's Claw. 24 is going to hit.
Ooh.
You're going to have 14 points of damage. Here's my tail. 17? 17 is not going to do it.
Are you attacking me? Right?
Yeah.
All right. You are correct on all counts.
Okay.
The second one hit. The third was not able to penetrate, the dwarven armor that was given to us. Dwarves are familiar with things that sting. I think they just eat these raw.
Oh yeah, delicacy. Served on half shell. Delicious. All right. What is the appropriate way to respond to this?
Strongly worded letter to the editor.
Strongly worded leather.
Leather.
Just- Before you do anything else, just wipe.
You know somebody means business when they have etched their wording into leather.
Fair. Took the time to really work it in there.
Really, just a beautiful, not embossing. Is it embossing that goes in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean it can be. You can emboss
What?
leather.
So, what level is this silence? Is it just second level or whatever?
Paige, I would like to remind you at this time that the chat is gently reminding you of your DM inspiration.
I
Brother-
am, but I don't think I'm going to make any attack rolls on this turn.
I think
Um,
it's. Let me
Second
double.
level?
Yeah, I
whatever.
think so.
Yeah, I don't think there's any bonus to upcasting it.
Yeah.
I don't think I even can upcast it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my dispel magic at third level will automatically just kind of make it go.
Yeah, assuming she's not in the silence, then yes.
That is correct. It becomes a little complicated, but yes.
She had to get down to get up, get up to get down.
Yes. All right.
Say hello to my little friend.
Silence goes away, but nothing else happens at the moment.
Oh, Malaga says, sort of, loud enough to be heard in the room. Oh shit!
Wait a minute, I heard that.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Wildfire.
I fireball the room.
Okay.
I target.
When in doubt,
Did Malagar or Wildfire hear anything before the silence went down?
Did we hear the casting?
No.
Okay, so that means the casting was presumably beyond the silence on the other side.
You may put, like,
Oh my god!
where's that gonna go?
Wait a minute, Paige, that's not your beautifully animated one.
I know I'm trying to make it animate again. It stopped for some reason.
Uh-oh.
I don't own it, so
It's got performance anxiety.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
There we
go.
go.
Ooh,
I was wanting to include me in it.
I mean there against the back wall. I mean like against the wall, right? That puts it in the or here maybe. That's fine too. That's fine.
That'd
Fireball
be
worth being caught in.
right. To be honored to be caught in.
Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. I cry a single tear.
Ugh,
So beautiful.
gorgeous.
So much fire.
So gorgeous.
Alrighty. So,
As always, I whisper a word of power, and it kind of protects all of my friends in a sparkling aura. And then the ball of fire rips, but a moment afterwards.
Hot.
okay. So,
Yeah.
Scorpion.
What?
Numero.
What damage is that?
That was real bad damage.
Mm.
Lots of
Also,
ones.
Wildfire, you should pick up your temps.
You know what I bet is
Yeah.
happening? I bet
Victor,
a portion.
pick up your temps too.
Oh, you're right. I failed to do that. In fact, yes. So I'm actually only down 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The scorpions are definitely singed. Back to the top of the round. I'm attack us.
Okay.
Right. Claw. Hail.
Well, one claw hit.
Take the damage as appropriate.
And sadly, I have not yet ended my turn in Malagar's glow. So I
What?
Well, it is your turn.
damage.
My glow is massive. It's,
He hasn't ended his turn yet.
He hasn't his turn yet, because, yeah, there we go.
All right. So I am going to once again jump up and try to take out the blue scorpion there. Let's see. First attack is looking, at a 12. Second attack.
12 misses.
Well, apparently I clicked too many times there. Is going to be a 25 in total.
All right. 25 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
No, 25 to hit.
No, 25 to hit.
Got it.
And I'm going to follow this up with the favored foe to deal an additional D4 damage on that. So 17
Plus.
plus 4. Woo!
Nice.
So 21 in total.
Toto.
Got it. Right. I'm quite bloody.
I was about to say, are you showing wounds?
I'm definitely showing wounds.
Is the other one?
No.
Right.
All right. Anything else, Ross?
That's it for me.
Enjoy your 12.
Hey.
I'm gonna hit blue because I'm tired of this.
Sick and tired.
Ooh,
27 hits.
that's
So,
nice.
10 points, and then yes. Apparently my follow through is not great. I'm only hitting on 1 of 2 attacks per turn, but
Me too.
you know the good news is it's better than not hitting at all. So
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Malagar.
All right. Malaga is going to
Recast silence.
feel
that
like
would be
that.
hilarious. Like because you've got more second level and third level slots than she probably does thirds. Like every silence is another fireball that's not happening, right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
You're having a wizard battle, and you're not even in the same room yet.
By proxy.
That's
No. Malaga's going to crouch down and figure that she knows we're all here anyway, so might as well try to do something about these scorpions. He's going to crouch down to see that one bloodied scorpion and suggest to it that perhaps life really isn't worth living.
Mm.
Damn.
Is this Toll the Dead?
Yes,
Well, you told them.
right? So if you'll give me a whiz save, DC 18.
Yeah.
Ah,
No way.
enjoy 11 points of unfortunate damage.
All right. And with that, the scorpion drops to the floor with a thump, its legs curling over its chest.
Hooray!
Buddy, come on up.
Okay,
Did
and we'll
someone
take.
say we were oddly catless because clearly Hugin is here to help with that, aren't you, Hugin?
I'm just saying, I haven't had to cats once, although I will say my focus on it has slightly been slipping in the midst of all the excitement.
All
then-
right.
Malaga will then slide over back, basically to sit on that couch and hit the other one with his spiritual weapon.
You okay?
I like to think Malgar just sits and then like crosses his legs.
I mean, probably. No, that will probably connect to the 25.
Ooh,
Malagar,
nice.
is that what they call voguing?
Yes. Strike a
Ah.
pose.
All right. With that, it is bloody.
14 points of. Yes.
I'm sorry, can you vogue with your legs? Is that a thing?
Of course you can. You have to get your
Malaga
legs in.
can't.
How dare you
Malagar.
ask that question?
You just have to get your legs involved.
RuPaul would be so upset.
All right. Victor doesn't know any good poses, but he's got some good sword stances, and he will attempt to use them against this arachnid.
Dang.
All right, maybe I was trying to pose.
Again, Victor, it's a very small room. I'm gonna need. Oh god!
I can't
Oh.
even do the 1 per turn hit.
Mm. Oof, that's rough.
Enjoy your.
Oh,
12
you hate to
attempts.
see it. You hate to see it.
I put up my sword to
I'll
block
take my
her
tips,
from
though.
attacking
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Yes. All right. The yellow scorpion will attack Ross. Here's a claw. Here's a claw. Here's my tail.
Look, yeah, I can block Victor. I can block the scorpion. I can do this all day, Paige. Bring it.
Nice.
So did I hit you with both claws or neither of them?
Neither.
I didn't know. I didn't recall what your
Yep.
class was. All right. That scorpion is gonna go live a life of shame somewhere, but not for very long.
Can't even hit the barbarian. What are you?
Yep. So with that, there is a crack as something flies at this window here, breaking it, which causes an explosion.
Wait, she threw a grenade in here?
Through a glass
No.
window. Rude.
Like, even we respected the glass windows.
I know.
All right.
How big is that?
Oh, that
Here's
cat.
what I might think. All right,
These are the
so
noises he makes when he's happy.
who is 20 feet away from this window?
I
think
am.
that's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, even me on the couch.
Right. Okay. There's an explosion at that point.
What kind of explosion?
Human. I'm figuring that out.
Jelly. Cream.
Giant marshmallow fills the space.
Sprinkles just fly out and endangers me.
Take this much thunder
If
damage.
it's anything, we all know
Oh,
it is going to be.
You may make a dexterity saving throw to take
Oh.
half as much damage.
Oh,
Wow.
apparently you would cast silence.
So Paige,
Yes.
would you classify this as an effect that I can see?
oof.
Just remember, folks, you're still in my aura.
Oh,
this
we
is
get-
I get
true.
Paige. I get to watch it hit Belwyn and.
What's your
the
aura plus?
Scorpion.
What number are we looking for, Paige?
19.
I'm
Okay.
still fucked.
Well, none of you are making that done.
Nope.
Sure, Coda. I'll give it to you.
Woo! 21.
All right. So you'll take half of 37. The rest of you take 37.
Don't forget your temps.
Was this a spell?
It was the glyph of warding on the window
a
going
rock.
off.
Oh, glyph of warding on the window. It was definitely a spell.
I mean, technically, yes.
And we're in your aura, Belwyn?
Yes, but I don't have the bonus where it's against spell damage yet, do I?
I don't
I'll
know.
get it later.
How multi-classed are you?
I'm not.
I rely on you to.
Oh, hey, holy shit! You're the best, Ron.
So what's going on now in this
You're
channel?
the best
Friendly
Belwyn.
creatures within 10 feet of me, which is also happens to be in my aura, are resistant to dispel damage.
Yay!
I
So-
get
It's like I picked a class that was going to be really good against Thayans or something. Like they were the main bad guys.
Ron,
So we're
you
taking
may have
18.
another point of inspiration.
Thank
So
you.
how do I handle the half of half situation
Becomes a
going on
quarter.
here?
It becomes a quarter.
You divide it by 2,
Okay.
and then you divide it by 2.
I'm just checking.
I thought you were a teacher.
Look. I'm aiming.
Teacher, no less.
I'm aiming for full resistance here. I want
Alright.
immunity. If you get two resistances together, they create immunity, right?
they
That's
do
how that
not.
works.
It would be kind of cool, but no.
It approaches an asymptote, sir. All right.
Good job making your save, though.
That was one action.
Oh, that turned really an unmitigated disaster into just like
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's not that bad.
That's actually pretty clever. They just threw like a rock at the window and
Yeah.
it set off the warding and that hit us.
Paige,
Yeah.
that
But
took
how many more?
almost all of my temporary hit points. I'm so
How?
upset.
Well, good,
How
because
dare
here come 2 more rocks.
Yeah, every window's a bomb now, Paige.
Yep.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
the south window goes off, which I believe.
Should
Yeah,
really
south
have.
window goes off, and then the other north window goes off. So
2 more saves. It
Yeah,
sounds
some
like.
of us might get cover from the walls, but I think we all
Yep.
get hit.
Ooh, damn! Look at these things.
All right, I'm going to use that inspiration you just gave me.
What's your plus, Ben?
5.
it's a
It's like a 19.
Yep.
Okay, save one of them.
Why isn't?
What you get for fucking around with a mage in her own house,
Right? Okay, I make one of them.
Yeah,
so-
she'll throw
So
rocks.
close
at
on
us.
one.
No, that was just her minions. Which
No, don't tell Paige. Stop it.
Well, fair enough. You're gonna. Well, somebody's gonna make a face like, "How did so many things get done?"
All right. So on the one
So
that
Is it the same damage every time, Paige? Or...
No, I rolled 2 more.
Oh, there I see them now. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm pretty fucked up.
so Paige,
Okay, good. So
Wait, I don't see the damage. Where's the damage?
It's 40 and
40 and
30.
30.
It's before Ross's second save.
What was your?
I can see it.
on the one that I failed, which was the first one, I'm going to cast a spell. You said this is lightning damage?
Oh, thunder.
Oh,
Thunder damage? Close enough. It'll still work for what I'm doing. So Paige, as
You're casting a spell.
I know it's weird.
Is that a class feature?
But
Do you know what you're doing?
I will remind you, Paige, that very recently I have been blessed by some of the elements. All right, I'm going to
Very true.
absorb element here.
I don't
which is
believe it.
Going to grant me a resistance.
I rolled a disbelief.
Oh, and it's actually until the start of my next turn. So damn.
So get all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben,
Okay.
does your aura give us resistance, or is it something similar to resistance but different?
it says you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells.
Okay. So Mike, that thing does not stack with your thing.
Okay.
But kudos for remembering you had your thing.
Yep.
Thank you, Ron.
I am not going to roll concentration checks because I cannot fail it from those amounts of damage.
I am impressed. You are just too pretty to fail. Or too charismatic to fail.
Yes, something like that.
I have a forceful personality. Let's not call it, pretty. Let's call it what it is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So many decisions. You know what? I'm going to go with to whom it may concern. All right. A line of pinkish purple spell energy lances into the room from the northern window here.
No.
And a burst of psychic energy goes off, rattling all of your minds.
Do we see, or Belwyn, does Belwyn see where it comes from?
Someplace outside. I mean, technically, I think Belwyn is actually in this square right here, so the angle is not good for her.
Well, she can't be in that square because then she couldn't give her aura bonus to Wildfire and Malleus.
Yeah, if anything, I'm in the
Then she
square.
meant to be in this square. All right, in that case, sure.
Jeez,
Let me
Ben.
see.
Look at that beautifully aligned aura that you've got there.
And I have a quick question once you're done with this action.
Okay. Well, a lot of stuff's going on here, so.
Okay, that's cool. I'll hold my question.
All right. So outside in the courtyard, you see the mage who is surrounded by a phalanx of wolves. They have glassy looks on their eyes. So I will require an intelligence save DC 19 from y'all.
Okay,
You
I make it.
walked into my trap.
I politely decline.
All right. So you will take 29 points of psychic damage, half on a failed save. If you failed your save, wow, those numbers are awful.
Yeah, I wouldn't have saved against a base hedge wizard, much less this.
Yeah.
But at least Belwyn's sturdy aura is still offering some.
Sweet, I still fail.
All right, so that is synaptic static. For 1 minute, you may subtract a d6 from all your attack rolls and ability checks and constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
We may, so we can just choose not to.
No.
Mhm.
The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each turn, and any effect on itself is a success.
Okay.
You can, as players, either subtract 3 from all of your rolls or actually roll a d6. Do not
I guess-
switch.
I guess she came back from her party.
Paige, I'm going to use this adorable little skull being electrocuted as icon as the synaptic interference that's happening here.
That seems lovely. I'm going to put. Oh, who else failed then?
Me.
Did anyone make? Is it
Nobody
better than
made,
those,
so-
though?
I made.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Victor failed, right?
Yes, Victor. I can't beat a 10.
Tonight. Believe me, I know those dice. All right, well, that was a pretty good turn. I will then... she will stand there, but as I said, she is surrounded by a phalanx of gnolls that kind of have a glassy look on their eyes.
How many is a phalanx?
I'm putting them on there.
Classically, it's 100.
Oh, good. I was afraid you were going to.
This is not phalanx in the class.
Okay.
Non-classical phalanx.
It can still be a phalanx with less than 100. That's just what
Those
people
gnolls
think of.
not very classy.
Here you go. Not human shields, but rather gnoll shields. Wildfire.
I had a question.
Oh yes.
So how much thunder and psychic damage does the scorpion take?
Oh, it's obliterated.
Good question.
I'm just gonna say it made all its saves, and it's
Your
still
new name is Silver Lighting Ben.
done.
I mean, like, I would have bought, like, oh, it's resistant to thunder damage. It's like,
No,
all right, well, there's
it's
still a shit
not.
ton of thunder damage, and now they're psychic, so...
No,
Paige, I think
it's
Wildfire
just
probably needs about a week to think about his action. So, I think you should give me a week.
You know, I think that is a real good idea.
I
Excellent.
mean, Joe, do you really need a week to think of the one spell that's going to
Okay, fine.
all of this?
A week minus 2 hours.
There you go. Spoiler, it's Fireball.
Right? Right?
You can't be spoiling next week? Like,
God,
what?
you're the worst. Ugh, you're the worst.
And I didn't even. Oh, shit. I have 2 inspirations going into next week.
Well,
That's fine. You're
this is
never
good.
going to use them.
You sit on your throne of unused inspirations, Paige.
The thing is, the scorpions aren't worth it, and she hasn't made an attack roll yet.
Well, of course not.
Well, you
She's a
could say
wizard.
it took the gnolls an inspiration to hit the window.
There you go.
Because to be honest, if you were going to roll that, you probably would have spent the inspiration on it. Oh, or did all 5 of them throw rocks? And half of them did miss, but it was okay.
For a while, we just heard rocks hammering against the building.
Nope, no, we didn't. We were in silence.
Yeah,
I did. I was out of the silence.
Regardless.
Amazing, just amazing.
And with that, we'll have to find more of the mystery of the Knoll matriarchs next week, and potentially conclude this night fight in a phone booth.
What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Malikar, if you jump out that window next to you, you can just kill us all.
I mean,
I'd probably cast silence first.
Talk us up, Paige.
Malikar doesn't have a window next to him, though.
Oh, isn't it? It's a little. There's so much blue and blue and blue.
Yeah,
Yes, you are. That is correct. All
But
right.
you're right. Yeah, looking at it carefully.
I was like, "There's another window over there." I know these guys were damaged. I thought I had them all. I did have them all. All right. That was too much fun. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us on this adventure. Please like, follow, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. And thank you, chat, for inspiration. I swear to God, I'm going to use it next week. We love having you with us. You are the highlight of our week. We'd like to thank our listeners and supporters. Coda.
we don't have any new subscribers tonight, but I do want to point out, my friends, we only need 10 more to unlock a new emote. So tell all your friends.
Ooh. No,
And-
that's pretty exciting.
and we have a special feature tonight, I believe.
Are we having the special feature tonight?
There's a special feature?
Are we up for the special feature?
We can do the
Feature.
special feature next week. That's fine. That's fine. After the battle.
Wow, what a tease!
What a
Yeah,
tease.
well,
I
We
mean,
have a
well.
special feature.
Something to look forward to.
Ooh.
It's
Yes.
fine.
Hey, no. Now we dance.
We dance.
We
So
dance.
do
Our
We
special
dancing.
feature is dance
Okay.
because Old Slow Tiger has gifted Al Deganer.
That's
I
up.
think I said that right.
Deganar.
Deganar.
You did this. You did this, Old Slow Tiger. You did.
Now you suffer. So
This is great. I thought we were going to have no dancing tonight. I love dancing.
All right.
I mean, honestly,
Great,
this is
great.
how we should end every session.
Yes.
But we got something before we quit.
We do.
Follow us
To
to
it.
adventure!